the energy sector is a very interesting sector, and they have connections with other sectors. And finally, suddenly it all made sense. After all, what is the problem here?
No dates, but overall, and similar to how Kaspa has been implemented and developed over the years, it's done right, and it's done when it's done.
Looking towards September in a general way, if the money printer turns on, maybe like the whole market will start waking up and greening up and having some fun. If not September, then October, right?
What's up, crypto crew, and welcome back. Or if this is your first time, I'm Captain Crypto Mite, actively escaping the matrix, scoping out the crypto ocean. So if you like your odds, get on the boat, stay up to date, thumbs up, and join the hunt.
Crypto life.
Kaspa Team members got on an interview with Sin City Crypto to discuss the latest updates. Shout out Sin City Crypto.
We have Dr. Shai joining us. We have Wolfie, and of course, the man himself, the creator of the Kaspa logo you all kind of love, Rue Barbarian, gentlemen.
Rory O'Neill, I didn't know him at the time, but he came to the lecture, and after the lecture, he talked to me, and we went to get lunch. He told me he had all these ideas. I didn't really know what this was about, but he seemed like a nice and serious fellow, so I joined him, and then he started telling me about the industry and what they're doing, and he started showing me white papers and listing names and showing me the things he's involved in, and I realized, okay, this is kind of big, and mostly what's big about it is these are players that are from outside crypto. There's a lot of potential to create new adoption here, and like the energy sector is a very interesting sector, and they have connections with other sectors. And finally, suddenly it all made sense. After all, what is the problem here? We have tons of energy, of green energy that people want to trade in, and there isn't a real platform for that. The way people do it usually is to find direct connections and do it like peer-to-peer, and you need a platform because otherwise it's very complicated. You can't expect any person who generates energy to find a client. It makes everything so much less efficient, and energy is literally getting wasted because of that. And the problem is that if you want to create this trading platform, you don't want it to be controlled by anyone who could coerce it in any way. So it makes a lot of sense not even to have it in any currency of any country, but to attach it to crypto. And when I first heard it, I was like, wow, how come this wasn't obvious to me?
Starting from the very beginning, we've worked our way up the ladder on CoinMarketCap and hash rate and adoption, and through all the mining platforms up to ASICs and everything, and up the exchanges to mid top tier so far. And that's without a push. That's all community driven. So it's very refreshing to have these monsters of rock, these huge energy people behind us now, contributing and helping to push the ecosystem, and really using their connections and their reach to help propel us to our fair and rightful position based on our technology, the superior technology.
Yeah, I've been super impressed with the guys have talked about the pedigree of the people that are involved, and they're not just new out of the gate. I mean, these guys have been working on the possibilities of using, some sort of new technology to make energy trading better, to make cross-border payments better, to do all this. They've been working on this for years, and there's a clip on our YouTube channel. You got to listen to it. They created rubrics, and they studied, and they were looking for the magic, token, and they were so frustrated that they decided, well, we're just going to create our own boutique coin. Like we're gonna do our own thing, and then finally they're just like, well, let's just use Kaspa, and because it meets all their boxes. So when you do a rubric, you're trying to figure out what becomes the perfect scenario for the solution that needs to be solved, and they're just like, let's just use Kaspa.
And apparently they already tried this, and this is the really cool part. They created smart meters, and that the energy that people who create energy, like farmers with solar panels or whatever, the energy goes through the meter, and the meter can read how much energy there was, and it knows the sources of the energy and all sorts of properties you would like to track. The meter, it sees how much energy you produced, and it issues coins for you that could be used for energy trading. incredible stuff. They already had this deployed for testing. They deployed it all around Dublin and did like simulations of cross-country trading, and this was back in 2016 apparently. And the one issue they kept running into was the throughput and reaction speed, also to a lesser extent, because it's not something that has to be as fast as buying copy. Trading energy can take a while, even if you have a very fast way to pay, because there is bureaucracy around it. But the throughput was a really, really huge problem, and that's where Kaspa came in. And it's amazing. It's a perfect fit. They already made everything they need except the currency itself, and they had to shelf the entire thing because there wasn't any coin that was up to the job, and they are very keen on proof of work.
Like Shai was mentioning, they want to create a token, an energy token to trade energy credits, and they want it to be censorship resistant, which makes perfect sense because these guys are located all over the place. They're in China, they're in Mongolia, they're in the MENA, Middle East and North African regions, and also a lot of European players.
So you have the skills, you have the history, you have the experience, you have the connections, you have the study. So they've done the research, and they've chosen Kaspa. So it's not just a whim. They're like, oh, Kaspa's cool. We like the project. We like the people. No, they've been researching for years before even Kaspa was alive. And then when Kaspa came to be, and they've been kind of in the secret space for a year before looking at Kaspa, they realized it checks all the boxes. So this is an epic. This is Kaspa alone is epic, but when you meet it up with real world use, it's incredible. And I love the scenario of bridging the startup world, the entrepreneurship world, the real world of solving problems, come up with great products and applications with blockchain. And that's what KI is helping us do.
These guys work fast. They work extremely fast. These are people who know how to work and how to get stuff done. And I think this is like the biggest news here. Nothing explicit, but just the fact that people of this magnitude are involved should make everyone who supports Kaspa very happy.
Why is KII so important to adoption and the success of Kaspa moving forward?
To get a grip on what we're talking about, this reminds me, this list, if you go to Google and you search DII, Desert Energy, you'll see the group that these people come from. And if you go to advisory board and you scroll through, to me, it's almost unbelievable. It looks like something you would see in a James Bond movie. Like the titles of the people in this board it's almost like made up, like fictional, but it's not. It's them. That's the guys right there. Yeah. I mean, look at that, dude. It looks like a James Bond movie. Like who would be at this like gala event that he needs to protect or something? Some of these people are already in KII, Kaspa Industrial Initiative,
No dates. But overall, and similar to how Kaspa has been implemented and developed over the years, it's done right, and it's done when it's done.
Kaspa Industrial Initiative is creating a study using data of all known power projects from the Desert Initiative partner network that are fully permitted but stalled due to grid connection issues or other local market issues, and will encourage the development of those power projects for mining. So in the desert, there's just things that are like almost done that can create power, and probably some of them are from waste or from solar. I'm not sure, but it's not like they're just looking to like dig oil out of the ground and burn it and pollute the environment to make power. This is like smart guy power, and it's an interesting angle for miners. He goes on to say, since DII has reach, they have the reach to partner with miners for development of these opportunities that go from Mongolia and China to MENA and also Europe.
All of this, crypto crew, is just a matter of time and adoption. And this is the time where we should be studying, packing our Kaspa bags, and exude patience or long suffering. And not only so, but we glory in tribulations also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience, and patience experience, and experience hope. The Kaspa ship is currently at the harbor, under 20 cents per Kaspa coin. Once the bull run will return and go to full ignition, the Kaspa ship will sail, never to return again.
Into the boat!
Fix your mind before you get to the grind. And with that said, let's continue to escape the matrix. Let's continue to be on the lookout for the next big thing here on the crypto ocean. Grow in grace, and let's make some crypto waves. Say